Right, hello everybody, Mark here. Today I'm going to be doing what they call, it's known as an English breakfast. I just call it food, right? It's breakfast. They make it anywhere across the world, it's not an English breakfast. I don't know why they call it that. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to be making a breakfast, okay? It's going to be sausages, bacon, beans, there's going to be mushrooms, what else? There's going to be some eggs, there's going to be some toast, alright, breakfast. But I'm going to try and do a few things special with it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pan down and I'm going to show you. There you go. Right. So we've got 4 sausages. I got these on special, actually. There you go. I got 8 sausages. There you go. That's the Richmond brand. 8 sausages. Normally £2. I got them for 50p for 8. Right, 50p, and I bought a couple of these, so I'm going to use 4. So that's 25p worth of sausages. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the sausages in a bacon. Okay, I've done that. I've actually done this method with a sandwich before. There. I can't remember what sandwich it was, but yeah. Anyway, so there you go. One sausage wrapped in bacon with a stick put in it to keep it secure. Okay, I'll do that again. And yeah, it's but basically just gonna, you know, rather than cook the sausages separate from the bacon, you may as well wrap them up. Actually, this one's gone a bit mad, but yeah, put a stick through there to keep it secure. Okay, right. I'm going to do the other 2 now, and then I'll come back. Now, as you can see, I've wrapped each sausage with 1 piece of bacon. So there's 4 sausages, 4 bacon, and I'm gonna put them in the hot air fryer to cook. I think the last time I did this, I put them under the grill. I'll put them in the oven, I think, in the regular mini oven. But I'm going to put them in the air fryer. I figure that way, you know, it'll be, I don't know. Anyway, okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put them in there for about, let's see, 180. I'll put the timer on there for 20 minutes, and I'll have a look at them every 10 minutes or so. Have a ganders. Okay, while that's so I've just put the sausages and bacon in the mini oven. I'm going to put some margarine. Just using regular Tesco cheapest margarine they got, the everyday value. I'm going to put margarine on 4 slices of bread. I was thinking of doing toast, but no, I changed my mind. I'm going to just go for regular bread. Can't be bothered with the toast. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to oh, I didn't show you, did I? I'm going to be doing mushrooms. Now, these are the only mushrooms I could find in the co-op. You know, I would have preferred the baby button mushrooms. They're really nice, but they're the only ones I got. They're right expensive, actually, like 95p. Anyway, I've got a tin of beans there, 26p from the co-op. So they're the cheapest ones they do. I've had those before, you know, they're pretty good. Okay, and the bread's done. I've buttoned the bread. Now, and I think so far the last ingredient, I'm going to be using the eggs. As you can see, free range eggs, 6 of them. I only ever use free range. I never use the battery hens. If the actually, the good thing of what I'll tell you about the co-op, the co-op do about 4 or 5 different brands of eggs. And they're all free range, you know, which is something they've been doing over the last few years. It never was the case At one point they used to do the battery, use stuff that's been tested on animals, all that kind of stuff. But I think they're getting around to, you know, if only all the shops would do that. I know the Poundland, they don't. They'll sell you battery hens. But only free range, and I'm going to be using 4 because I hadn't mentioned. I've been thinking of a title for this video, and it's going to be on the lines of the, I think I might call it the, what was it, the Fantastic Four breakfast, I think. Alright, because we've got 4 sausages, 4 bacon, 4 bread, 4 eggs. Yeah, so, you know. So anyway, Fantastic Four. If you can think of a better title for it, you know, and then, you know, if you write it in and I'll read it out if it's worth passing on. Alright. Actually, while I'm waiting on the, for the sausages and the, everything else to prepare, I figured what I'll do, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, which I don't normally do around the house. I mean, I've got tea bags there, which I put the whiteboard on, and you know, I never really, I made tea like tea about, I think it was yesterday even, you know. I never make tea, I'm just too bloody lazy to make it. So anyway, so I thought I'd do it, I'll make it, and what I'll show you when I do boil water for the tea, I put it in the microwave. You know, I put it in there, yeah, for about 5 minutes on high, right? I don't even have a kettle, right? But I do know that it's cheaper to run that microwave to make a cup of tea than it is for the kettle. There's a handy hint for you. When we were kids, back in the old days, for anybody who's in their 40s, you may remember the old electric meter with a little dial on it. What we said, we better watch that round, you know, when the electric, anyway, when an electric product comes on, it goes round really quick, and you know that the kettle really does burn electricity. So the microwave is a lot cheaper. Okay, the sausages have been cooking for about 15 minutes now. What I'm going to do is, actually, I'll probably put that stick back in, but I want to cut this sausage open to make sure that it's cooking okay in the middle, which it kinda is. It's getting a bit brown on the outside, which I'd like it to be more browner in the middle. I'll put the stick back in to try and keep the two halves together. Okay, I'll put that back in. Okay, actually, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put them back in, but I'm going to be I'll turn the heat down. So yeah, so hopefully they'll cook through in the centre rather than the outside. And also, what I've done, I've opened, I've cut them along lengthways each sausage to let the hot air in as well before I put them back in the oven. Okay, the next update is that the sausages are very close to being cooked. In fact, what I've done, I've opened them up. I've opened each one up. There you go. So they're nice and cooked on the outside. I want them to get dark on the inside, so I've put them face down. We're going to put them back in. I'm going to keep them going, basically for as long as I can. It doesn't even matter if they're over dark. I like the bacon and sausages overdone. Anyway, I've got these beans on. These beans are because they're the shop brand, or at least the Co-op shop brand. Actually, they're not the Co-op shop brand. They're Smedley's. They're from the Co-op. They're the cheapest ones. They've got a lot of sauce in there, so that they require a lot of cooking, I find, because I like them. I don't like them too wet. Anyway, so they're on there cooking away. That's the fact from the sausages. I've got the eggs all ready. They're in the frying pan. They're not on the heat just yet. I'll do them in the last 5 minutes. And the mushrooms, I'll put them in the last 5 minutes. Okay, so that's what's going on so far. Okay, now the next step is to see, the sausages are done pretty much. I've turned them off, but I'm gonna turn them on for about 3 or 4 minutes near the end just to warm them up. They're starting to get a bit dark, you know. Anyway, the beans are pretty much cooked. The eggs I'm gonna put on now. They're as you saw, they're four eggs, medium free range. There we go. Use 4 out of the 6. Now they're going to go on a mild and onto a medium heat. I've got them on 7 out of 12, and so I want them to, because I don't want to cook them too fast. I want them to cook slowly through. In fact, I might put them up to 8, just until it starts to heat up, and then may possibly turn it down. But the trick is to keep it on a medium. Don't cook it too quick. Otherwise, you don't want it to get really dark underneath before it gets cooked on the top. All right, what I'm doing here, the bottom of the egg is starting to get solid. It's not brown just yet, but what I've been doing is moving the outside into the, well, not into the middle, but away from the edges, trying to, and then moving the oil around. I've actually broke one of the eggs, which is a bit of a pain, but moving the oil around, moving the uncooked egg around. It's kind of uncooked in the middle. So what I'm going to do is just separate the eggs like this. There you go. Cut them apart, and then give the uncooked egg in the middle a chance to get some of the heat. Okay. Okay, I've put the mushrooms in the microwave. I think, let's see, according to the can here, about 3 minutes on an 800 watt, which mine is 700. Oh, there you go. All right, so anyway, it's in there for 2 minutes. When the 2 minutes is up, I'll give them a stir, then I'll put them back in. But yeah, it's now this is where all the juggling starts to happen, with the timing. All right, because what I want to do is flip these eggs over and then, have them on the heat here for just a few seconds, because I want them to be sort of runny, But it's all about the timing. Yeah, because it's still a bit soft on the top, so I'm going to have to flip them over. But I don't want to keep them. I don't want to flip them over for too long, so they'll go solid. And it's not the end of the world, but I just don't. I prefer them soft. All right, let me see. All right, the sausages and bacon are in the mini oven there. They're all done. I've just turned them on again for the for the heat, so I'm going to heat through. Alright, I don't want to wait any longer, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip these over just for a few seconds. Okay, and then I'm going to put them in the plate. When I put the beans and the sausages and the mushrooms on top, that'll hopefully heat them up a bit. Okay, hopefully that'll be good enough. Okay, let's try and drain. There's not too much fat on here actually with the eggs. Yeah, actually they're not too bad. Actually, they're solid on the top with the white. The egg is still soft, or the yolk is still soft rather. Okay, let me see. Turn that down. Keep the beans on for a moment. What's this? This is the mushrooms. I haven't got anything to stir the mushrooms. Right, I'm gonna use a spatula to just turn the mushrooms over a bit. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put all the mushrooms on here. I'll put like half. It's been years since I've had mushrooms, and I would have preferred the button mushrooms, but didn't have any. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to put them back in for about a minute and a half. Yeah, so the eggs are kind of sort of going to go, down in temperature a bit, but it'll all be good. Once I dump the beans on there, then they'll be good. Okay, now it's time for the sausages. Yeah, they look pretty good. Okay, I'm going to put them in there. I'll drop them in there. They've been in there quite a while actually. It's all dark on the outside. And they're not too bad in the middle. I would have preferred them to be a little bit darker, but that's just me. Okay. And there we are, number 4. Right, 4 sausages, 4 bacon. Okay. Actually, you won't be able to see that there. There you go. Right. Now, what I'm going to do here, this I bought especially. I've done a video, Mark's Remarks, deep fried peppers, I think, deep fried onions. What I did, I was experimenting, and I used this to add a pan of oil, and I bought this specially to scoop out the peppers that I deep fried, and the onion rings that I deep fried, and some other stuff that I was experimenting with. Anyway, so this is the second chance I've had to use this. It's pretty good. Not exactly cheap. I bought it from the market, but anyway. So there you go. It's the second time I've got to use that. Okay. And the last thing is the beans. Yeah, the beans have been cooking on there for about 20 minutes. They're right good and solid. Okay, it's a bit of an awkward angle. I would have liked it to be over here, or over that way, but of course the 2 rings are hot. So, yeah, there we go. So I hope these sausages are done. They should be. Yeah, I think so. So we've got 4 sausages, 4 bacon, 4 eggs, 4 toast, and this is the magnificent 4 breakfast. There we are. So anyway, just to give you an idea about what can be done, I'll try these mushrooms. Not exactly flavoursome, you know. I mean, I like the button mushrooms. But, yeah, these are a little bit plain. Anyway, so I'm going to have these with the bread. Very nice. Okay then. There you have it. The magnificent, fantastic 4 breakfast. Thank you very much for watching. Alright, bye-bye.